Is this thing on? Welcome back to Big Mouth and fancy seeing you here in June. I'm very welcome, my friends, and especially my enemies. Come in, sit down, no touching. I don't do the touching. We finally got here Friday's edition of the dceu Daily, the best channel doing the best DC videos as far as I'm concerned. Go and look what's out there. No one's doing it quite like I am, and that's because I'm unique and you're unique for subscribing and watching. And before we go on, if you like this channel, if you like the look of me, please subscribe, please like, please share, and always comment down below. Read all the comments, even if sometimes I'm in so much of a rush I can't reply to them or even like them. But occasionally I do. I try my best. So please comment down below. Please speak on the premieres as well. It's all very, very exciting stuff. So what have I got for you today? Well, this, right? So Bruce Campbell is a horror legend, and he said that Batman v Superman should never have been made. Should we read the article, right? Then I'll react. Let's give the guy a chance to speak and give his opinion, and then I'll give mine. So let's start. Bruce Campbell says Batman v Superman never should have been made. Plenty of people had their issues with Zack Snyder's Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice when he arrived in theatres in 2016, including Evil Dead franchise star and horror legend Bruce Campbell. In fact, Campbell thinks the premise of BVS was so outlandish and nonsensical that the film never should have been made in the first place. This week, Campbell took some time to chat with IO9 about his time playing Ash in the Evil Dead franchise, which has spanned nearly 4 decades. It hasn't spanned 4 decades. They had a bunch of films, and then like 30 years later, they did this TV series, which has been cancelled, by the way. Anyway, right. Filmmaking has changed a lot between the debut of Evil Dead in '81 and the final season of Ash vs. Evil Dead last year. The biggest change, at least in Campbell's mind, is the actual technique of filmmaking, as things rely on so much more heavily on visual effects and CGI than they need to. According to Campbell, the vast amount of effects have led to a lack of creativity, innovation in movies, particularly in the superhero genre. Listen, look, I kind of agree with what he's saying there. It's true. You know, effects should be used to tell a story, said Campbell, because here's what it is. The Evil Dead movies are about unsuspecting people with no special powers, and things happen to them. So it's survival by normal people. So that's all you need to a character like Ash from Evil Dead. He can be killed at any time. Car crash, he's dead. But these guys who have this special superhero power, to me, that's Snoresville. No. Basically, this guy doesn't even like superheroes. This is why are you even talking to him? Why are you talking to a person about this? Because he doesn't even like the premise of a superhero, right? Snoresville, right? If you don't have kryptonite, then Batman v Superman, stupid concept, never should have been made. Superman who can make the world go backwards with centrifugal force. Batman can't do that. Superman can freaking fly. He's the Man of Steel. All he has, one hand on Batman's whatever it is. The story is over. So they spent a lot of money kidding themselves. Stop rinsing these superheroes. By the time we get through, they'll be going to have the same colour hair. They're all going to do the same stuff. And what's unusual about them? What bothers Campbell most about Batman v Superman isn't that it's a superhero movie, but that it doesn't make sense for them to fight in the first place, especially given Superman's abilities. Do you agree with this take? Let us know in the comments. You know what? This is just hilarious. That is the first time I read this. But someone, neurotic, right? The neurotic guy, right, who's very right-wing, very kind of anti what's going on, kind of was talking about this on Twitter. So I thought I would check this out. And because there's not much DCEU news today, I thought I would just, just talk about this because it's kind of exciting, right? Well, not exciting. It's interesting. It's funny to poke fun at these people. These people continue to embarrass themselves. So let's look at this, right? He hasn't looked at this. He hasn't critiqued the film intelligently. He doesn't like superheroes. And he says that Batman v Superman doesn't make sense. Them fighting each other doesn't make sense. Well, yes, it does make sense if you've actually seen the film. Have you seen the film, Bruce? You do understand what's going on, right? In the previous movie, Zod and Superman fight. They destroy Metropolis. Bruce Wayne, aka Batman, sees this and begins to have a distrust of Superman and sees him as a dangerous alien, a dangerous monster that has to be stopped before he goes too far. And that's how they fight. Meanwhile, but basically Lex Luthor is winding this whole thing up and stirring it up. Why am I bothering? Why am I wasting my time on someone who doesn't like superheroes? But Bruce, how dare you? I don't care if people don't like a film I like. I don't care if you don't like the DCEU or BVS or MOS or Wonder Woman or Suicide Squad or any of the other movies. That is that is your freedom. That is your very right as a human being to love or not to love something. But to come out arrogantly, right, because you've been successful and you're an old timer and you come out and say that Batman v Superman should never have been made. As I said, how dare you? What gives you the damn right to say something should never have been made? You don't like superheroes, pal. I don't listen. It's a stupid article. I wish I never bloody read it. It's a total waste of our time here. But as I say, not much to talk about, so we may as well talk about this. And I think at the end of the day, when you say something shouldn't have been made, you look at what that film made. That film made about around 900 million globally, right? Which probably wasn't what WB wanted or anyone wanted. Everyone wanted more. Everyone wanted, over $1 billion, and it didn't happen. But, 900 million is a hell of a lot of money. And to say that that film shouldn't have been made, when I know how many people around the world adore this film and adore what Zack Snyder did, absolutely crazy. Please comment down below and let me know what you think of what this crazy person said, that Batman v Superman should never have been made. Right, I could say that about any film I don't like, but the films I don't like all films, right, that are in existence, some people hate them, some people love them. But don't be arrogant enough to say they should never have been made. So comment down below, please like, share, and subscribe. Bruce Campbell, you're nuts, mate.